right, so what's up? This is your boy John Real. I don't know if I'm going to name this a review. I actually cannot name it a review. I came into this late. I asked around. I ain't gonna even front. Tried to watch the pay-per-view. Couldn't get any luck. So I said, you know what, man? Let me just do what normal people do, what I always do, and let me do it the right way. Let me buy it. So I purchased the pay-per-view, and when I purchased it, it was the bottom of bottom of the first round. So I came in on Pat Stay, and Pat Stay was wigging to me, but it doesn't matter what I think about that, whether I thought he did excellent, great, or whatever, because I didn't hear Tay Roc. I asked around, people were saying that Tay Roc was going off in the first. So I come in, Pat Stay wigging, he got the crowd, he doing his thing. All right, we go to the second round. So it's kind of confusing in my head because I'm looking at it the way I'm looking at it, Pat Stay's going first, but I have to remind myself, no, Pat Stay's going second. Tay Roc's going first. So I see Tay Roc's second round, and it was very, very bland and mediocre. And this is reminding me of the Shuni versus QB battle of the RBE last event, because we know the strong attribute of a QB is to get disrespectful. So of course Shuni's going to try it, but Shuni will never beat someone who always does it. So Tay Roc is trying something new, something that doesn't look familiar, something that's not his normal self, and it is not coming off strong. Some of the crowd cheers in Tay Roc's second almost reminded me of just sympathy cheers. Like there's just like ha 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 ha, run of the mill. He said a little funny line, but it was not rocking. Then we get to the bottom. We get to the bottom of the second. We get to Pat Stay rebuttal to that. And again, I'm sorry, y'all. It's kind of confusing in my head because how I caught the battle. But in that round, this is where the personal stuff started. And man, everything. I go so detailed when I'm coming at people. It can be a blog about somebody. Like every little thing you don't think I'm doing on purpose, I am doing on purpose. I am meticulously everything. Nothing is left to chance. Everything you think is an accident is really on purpose. And I play poker. You got to have that poker face, that Chris Shoemaker poker face, man. You cannot let your emotions come out, because everything matters when somebody is judging, when somebody's looking at a battle. They might not even be looking at it to judge, but they know who would they have rather have been in that round. And so when I see Tay Roc get unhinged, and I think it's a combination of Pat Stay saying you almost fight, you almost do this right here. So he's judging his gangster, and he probably don't look at Pat Stay as somebody who should be judging his gangster. But you call that into question. And then he talk about his daughter, you know what I'm saying? He pulls a QB and gets disrespectful. It's like, and then so when you belittle a man, when you make a crowd feel that he almost fights, he never do anything. Now I'm going to mention his daughter. It puts you, this is why you got to have that poker face. You can't show emotions in a battle. If it's something too personal, you need to do like Goods did and say don't put it in a contract. If you didn't do it, that means that you're telling the audience, I am mentally prepared to take anything that comes out of this man's mouth. I'm mentally prepared for it. This is what you told us because you signed the contract to do it. So when you become unhinged, nobody in the audience can say, well, damn, Real, he talked about his daughter. He should have expected him to talk about his daughter. He should have expected him to say anything in the world that could come out of his mouth because he signed the contract for that. So when he becomes unhinged, when I'm seeing this, it makes him look like he's losing badly. He questioned your gangster and say, you almost fight, you don't do nothing. So now that to prove to the fans that you don't do jack, I'm going to talk about something so personal to you, and we're not going to fight. And that puts him in a bad position. But it only puts him in a bad position because he showed emotions. Had he had a poker face, it doesn't put him in a bad position. But because he showed emotions, now Pat Stay doubled down on it by saying, look at him. He's almost about to fight. He ain't going to do nothing. Hold his hand up, the crowd cheering. That makes you look even worse. And now if you fight, you're going to get locked up overseas. People going to call you mad emotional. If you don't do anything, it's looking like everything Pat Stay just said is true. But that is only putting you in this predicament, not because he said it. It's putting you in this messed up predicament because you reacted to it emotionally. He got the crowd, he got everything. So we get into the third round, and to me, This is what I got wrong about my prediction. I didn't think that they was gonna rock with gun bars, but it turns out the third round taught me he should have been doing gun bars the whole time. they was rocking with the gun bars. Like he was what he said, the two of them shows like my straps. Like I can't remember thing. I'm not good at remembering exactly words when people come. Like when I just saw it one time, but he was saying some stuff in that third round, in his third round, and he turned around and put his hoodie on, and he came back and caught it, and I was like, whenever I see somebody do that, they're losing it. They're about to choke. I know he's not going to choke now, but he's not going to finish this round. I guarantee he's not going to finish this round without choking. Then he goes and do the hoodie thing again, and he chokes. And then he chokes again. He chokes 2 times. He almost choked the first time. He chokes 2 times. It's automatic L. I got Pat Stay winning the second round. And just off the choke alone, I'll have Pat Stay winning the third round because he choked twice. Can't win if you choke twice. But I personally don't think that he choked because he was not prepared. I think he choked because he was mentally into it. He was upset. He was angered. He was thrown off. And it's rare that somebody chokes for those reasons. And I could be wrong. This is just my own subjective opinion. I think that's the reason why Tay Roc choked. And it could have caused him the battle because while I like some of the stuff Pat Stay was saying in the third, Pat Stay was going down. Start off really great, and as it kept going, his round was going down. You don't want to end on a downward slope, except for the final thing he said was hot by the paper, rock, scissors, whatever. But besides that, it was just down, 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 down. A little nice one at the end. That was a beatable round because Tay Roc shook the room. One more thing that Tay Roc did I want to mention is that I can't believe Pat Stay didn't do this, but he catered his gun bars to where he was, to England, to sports things, to British Bulldogs, to things that they know about, that they can relate to shake the room. And I think that's a better strategy than I thought, because I was thinking maybe he needed to switch it up, joke or whatever a little bit, but he was never going to beat Pat Stay doing Pat Stay style. And then Pat Stay called him out on doing that. That makes it worse. So maybe if he went with a different strategy, gun bars, and kept it relatable to them, he'd have been a clean, sweet 3-0 or a lot better. But again, I guess it doesn't really matter about how great Tay Roc did in the first round to me. If I feel that Pat Stay won the second round, clearly, I don't think that's going to be debatable. I think Tay Roc had a very lackluster second round. So if he clearly lost the second round and he choked twice in the third, then I haven't seen a lot of what the fans saying. Either Pat Stay got this 2-1 second and third, or he got it 3-0. That's going to end my I don't know. Maybe I will call it a little review. You know what I'm saying? Pat Stay won. To this moment, I have not heard Tay Roc's first. I, however, purchased the pay-per-view. I will be going back to watch that and watch any battles that came before that I have not seen. But let me get back to it before the next battle start. And thank y'all for checking out your boy. It's been real. Holla.